Good morning, good morning. Just getting set up here. Let me make sure I hide my cursor actually. Do this. Just mic. And I think we're good. Who's hosting tournament? This is GGB tournament. That's why I'm late today. But yeah, I'm just getting set up. Let's turn the music down a little bit. I was planning on finishing the match just before my stream, but I had the last district, which was Capital Peak, so I had to stay on for a little bit longer. Alright. I'll start at Balloon Skies for today, and then I'll head over to the stream clans. Good morning, Frank. Good morning. I can't read that name, it is a Chinese name. Let's actually put the chat down here. Yeah, let's go like this. I'll put my chat like on my crotch. It'll look strange on the camera, but this is optimal, guys. This is optimal. Don't worry. Hello, Hoffney. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you guys? We just won our tourney match by the skin of our teeth. And now we got raid weekend stream time. Life couldn't be better. Alright, we're going to start with Sparky on the right side. Does GGB or whatever have a server? GGB has a Discord server that they don't really use. They use it to communicate with the international server because the way Clash of Clans works, and basically every single live service game works, is they'll have a separate Chinese server because China has all those like censorship laws and stuff. So in order to do business in China, you have to have your separate server. And so Clash of Clans has that, as well as their messaging apps. They only come to Discord when they want to like recruit for their tournaments or like play ELO and stuff like that. But they have like their own QQ chats, WeChats, and stuff like that we never use. All right, let's try this. It's a hard base, but we'll do our best. I don't know, I got a runny nose this morning. I don't know why. This base is rough. Can we get this Frost? Nah, we missed. Well, we got the Dragon a little bit, and we got the Peak. Tesla pops, which looks not fine because it one-shots my Barb. I'm worried Sparky's gonna wrap inside. Yeah, she is. Sparky, why? Let's just rage early. Like I said, it's gonna be tough. We pull some zaps with those rams, which is great. We get the giant kill, which is good. Let's zap reset. We get the eye dragon kill. We'll get some trash buildings on the right side. And this is going to be hard. But when it gets hard, I get harder. Is it possible to one-attack every base at Capital Hall level 7? Capital Hall level 7 is the hardest Capital Hall level. I hate to be the one to tell you, but that Capital Hall level is the level where defenses get a lot stronger. You unlock the level 4 Barb Camp, but your offense is stagnant. So I would say do your best to push through it, but try to get out of that place as soon as possible. That is the depths of despair in Clan Capital. What's hard about this base is I don't think my rage covers this multi-mortar. I need to start my Sparky on this multi-mortar because look at this chain. This is nasty. All of these buildings are below 4,600 HP, so they get one shot by a Rage Sparky, but I need to use that rage. I'll probably have to stack my rages. It's gonna look stupid, but trust me, it's optimal, I think. And we will see. But this is shaping up to be a 750. So I moved my mic actually over here. I had some complaints last stream about the mic. Is this position better? I don't know. Is that a bug? What's a bug? The bug is that my Sparky died. Normally Sparky kills the whole base in one attack, so yeah, that is a... Thanks for pointing that out. Now that I think about it, maybe this Eye Dragon wasn't the best idea. Whatever. There's a lot of air defenses around the peak. That's why this base was hard, but... Darn it. We have to stack our rages. That chain is too important to have not raged. We can barb chip down this blast bow. That's really low. Man, what they've done with their Teslas is so illegal. Who would do this? Alright, we're chilling for now. Bro, how do we get this Eye Dragon to work? Bro, stupid air defenses. Stupid air defenses. Oh, Sparky's actually chaining the cart off of the peak. If you didn't know, Sparky can actually chain off the peak if like a giant or a cannon cart is standing right next to it perpendicular. Oh gosh, are we really starting this stream off with a 750? Oh no. How low is Sparky? Kinda low. Barb out here. Ram here. Sparky, please? If you ask Sparky nicely enough, she won't let you down. Alright, Barb to tank the cannon as well as clear trash. Shit, I don't feel so good. I don't feel so good. Nah. 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 I don't feel so good. Alright, chat, what is my hit rate on the very first district of the stream? It's gotta be like 20% hit rate and like 80% 750. This isn't just. This isn't right. This is cruel and unusual. Alright, let me get the thing in frame. I stretched a little bit just before the stream started. I was anticipating this. Yeah, this is a hard base though. This is just hard. This is just hard. And I wasn't hard enough. What's the next clan? Yo, Balloon Skies matchmaking has not been it. We're getting destroyed this week. We are getting destroyed. Let's try non-default Builder's Workshop before I head over to Streamclans. You can graveyard this blast bow and then ram the hell out of this core. Do you actually want to start here? Or I think starting on the blast bow is probably best. Let's bring a Hog Rider. Let's bring a Giant. So I'm looking like he has an extra chromosome today. That is disablest. Is that a word? What's the word for discriminating against disabled people? Crops, you should know. That's whatever you should call the people who discriminate against you. Let's do this. And this. Mic is muted. Are we muted? Is your speaker muted? I can adjust the volume too. I can turn it up, I can turn it down. I'm playing around with the sound these days. The council spoke and didn't like what I did last stream, so I'm changing it up a little bit. Oh gosh. Blastwood didn't lock. Thank gosh. Thank goodness gracious. We need a barb chip down the district hall, and I dropped the Hog Rider inside the haste so that all these air defenses aren't fast enough to kill the glider. I think the star has been very clean. I have a lot of RAM still. Okay. Level 3 multi-cannons are always a bit of a struggle because Sparky doesn't one-shot. Hopefully we can get a little bit of chip on them. Well, I wasn't planning it like that, but, you know. Barb chip there. Barb tank here. Can we kill this giant cannon before my Sparky ever has to go over there? That'll save a lot of time. Nice. Zap. Another zap. Ouch. Giant cannon locks me. Well, it's probably okay. Larrys are tanking the giant cannons. I think we have a lot of time, but we might not have enough power. We're gonna ram here. Sparky goes this way. Do I have enough power? My deployment zone was choked out. Ouch! Oh god. Alright, giant cannons on that one barbarian. Gonna ram here. Oh my god, my Sparky can't get hit. If there's a zap trap. If there's a zap trap, we're not friends anymore. Okay, we're good. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Is the stream lagging? I don't think it is. My new setup doesn't really lag. It's just, if I ever pull this cord on my iPad just a nudge, I think everything disconnects. The whole domino set falls over. Alright, we got that. Is Balloon Lagoon doable? Still like this. Still have not found a good way to set up chat, actually. Let's move this back. Do like this. Okay. Balloon Lagoon is hard, but maybe. I keep saying I'm gonna go to StreamClan after this, but I promise, guys, StreamClan after this one. I might be a liar, but I wouldn't lie that many times to you guys. I'm an honest I'm an honest liar, not a dishonest liar. Whatever that means. So we're gonna start on the right side. I hate when there's corner huts like this because they're so hard to deal with on a non-default, but you know, let's figure it out. Alright, Barb will help chip down the rocket artillery for a one-shot. Ram here. I'm going to let Sparky get a chain on the air bombs too, because you'll see that there's going to be one hut left over after the rocket artillery goes down. Like Sparky chains this little hut, then the big hut is going to get chained off the air bombs. Opening up the deployment zone is really important for Sparky, because otherwise we couldn't barrel in front. Sparky's very fast, barrel is very slow. Alright. I've not gotten lucky on my Sparky speeds, but maybe we're okay. We'll double graveyard now. We pull a log early, which is why you usually send a ram or a barb earlier, because there's like a default log. I don't have a giant, but we can probably just tank from an angle like this. Oh crap. This is the problem with rams. There's no more closed wall compartments, meaning that my rams now kinda do whatever the hell they want. Unless we drop them closer and then they aggro this bottom wall. Alright, Rapid Rocket goes down. We are good to send in our Eye Dragon. This kind of sucks having to let Sparky eat this much damage, but what can you do? We have 2 more rams left. I wish I had more rams. I brought so many rams and I still wish I had more. You can never have too many rams. Eye Dragon is cooking. Nothing else is on my Sparky, so I am just chill. Wait, Eye Dragon? No! Eye Dragon! He could have killed the multi-cannon. He could have been so great. Oh my gosh, this is 750. Oh, why? Oh, this is actually well played-ish. Oh shit, I just saw like a feather pop out of that thing. Oh no. We might be hitting it too hard. That's what she said. It was like a white little featherish thing popping out of it. No, it's a 750. You can just zap 4 zap the air defenses, 3 zap the sphere. GG. We do our push-ups with honor and dignity and grace. Alright, this isn't possible. You can just 2-shot that one. He's actually hurting it now, worried. Listen. People who have a way to vent their anger are actually the healthiest kinds of people. Those are the kinds of people you want to be around. Not the people who will take it out on you. Got it? Good talk, chat. Alright, it's time. 718. 25-year-old man in his basement and his plushie would be the thumbnail. This is not the basement. This is my upstairs room. My basement doesn't have good enough Wi-Fi, I think, to stream. Actually, with my new setup, I might actually try out the basement. That's a good idea. This is a very easy base. You just do Wizard Bomb first hit. And something like this. So because of my studies, I became so busy I can't even raid. There's a lot of people who get busy with studies in like India, if that's where you're from. I feel like half the players from India or China that quit either go to like high school or have to study for like the JEE. Hello, Sir Rolf. Sir Rolf. That's probably not how you pronounce it. But that's a cool name. Alright. Wait, I don't have a giant for the right side. I guess it's fine. We'll just roll with that one. Hopefully RAM is good enough. Wasn't really, but whatever. Eye Dragon sneaks into the dead zone. We can Barb chip down the giant cannon afterwards. Ram Hog Rider takes out the Inferno Tower, and hopefully Eye Dragon gets cart, but I don't know if it's going to path correctly towards the cart. We let Sparky go forward because there's nothing on Sparky besides the Spear Thrower that we can tank with the Barb, and the Peak that we can also tank with the Barb. When nothing's hitting your Sparky, you can just let her go. Peak is also frosted up. Sparky goes up because the air bombs is closer than the multi-cannon. 2 shots will kill the air bombs as well as the bomb tower. I maybe should have used a ram earlier in case there was some Teslas in one of the 2x2 caps. Yeah, oof. This is fine. We're just slowly gonna work our way in. Now we're at the promised land. 3 wizards on the peak. We have a zap to reset the peak once as well. Well, you saw the Sparky and the wizards were right next to each other, so the peak bomb actually just murdered them both. I don't think I can zap to where Sparky doesn't get shot, so we just let it go. And we can probably just zap the multi-mortar. Okay, we just zap like this. And that should be a wrap. 4.8k left. You can do anything you want. Usually I like to go Sparky, topside. The chains are still good. Gets you some bonus gold. We can minions on this cart. Frost Rage, GG. Where's the music? I think one of my songs has like a really long ending where it's just like waves playing in the background. I think I'm gonna start looking for new songs. Crops, if you got any more recommendations, hit me up. I am on the lookout for some new bangers. Preferably not copyright striked. Although, I've been playing it safe for copyright, even though I don't monetize my streams. Am I good to just use any music? I don't know. Yo. It's got like 2 minutes of just waves playing. Get that out of here. No more. How does it feel to wait a week to play this mode? You get used to it, especially because I have a job on the weekdays, Monday through Thursdays. It actually works out really well for me. Like, I am starting next week, I have to go back to office. And when I'm in office, I literally go to office, wake up, go to office, come home, go to bed. because I get up at 4:30 a.m. and then I come home at around 6 to 7. It's the perk of working a 4:10 schedule, but also that means I have no time during the weekdays to even play anyways if I wanted to play. Honestly, it doesn't matter because you use it in the background and you barely notice it. I think you can use anything. Alright. But I also kind of like switching things up from time to time. I'm preparing for CMA, a hot, so much business, math, statistics, law, economics, accounting, finance, a lot of finance stuff. Good luck, man. Good luck. I feel like school, it doesn't teach you anything. At least like college doesn't. At least nothing that will ever be used for your job. It's like all theoretical stuff. Like when I did math, it was always just stuff I don't think that the average even engineer would use. So the purpose of most degrees is just to have a degree you can put on a resume. And that doesn't even help you stand out very much anymore. Alright, this is probably not possible. Builder's Workshop is definitely not possible with this blast bow placement. Let's go to 1025. Isn't it Chennai mathematical? Forgot what A means. I only know of like the JEE as well as the Chinese Gaokao. Those are like the big ones. But then there's also a bunch of little tests that you can do for certifications and stuff. Those tests that you do for the certs are way more important. Oh, I really want to play this clan instead. Ah, whatever. BDD unbeatables. Unbaitables. What's an unbaitable? Ah, crap, I knocked my cord. This is what I mean. This is what I mean. Alright, let's reset. Ugh. Yeah, I switched clans. Darn it! Well, you never know what you're getting on a Send stream. Sun looking kind of cute today. Spike, you owe me so much for how hard I carried you. You hear me? I only want to hear nice things from you today after what I did for you in the tournament. Your life was about to be over if we lost that match. Alright, we're back. BD unbaitables. Chinese math? It's okay, so for the Chinese math, it's not. People think that because certain countries are known for studying, like the problems are like super big brain and stuff, but they're problems that have tricks to them. And so you study the tricks. You don't really have to grind, you know, PhD level math problems. You're just grinding the same crap over and over. And my dog is barking. I think my mom's got him then. Alright. This looks like an internet base. but it's one that I don't do well against, so we'll try our best. Frost here. Oh yeah, Battles, you showed up late, but you didn't do anything. You showed up after we all claimed our bases. I gave you a second chance at life, Mr. Spike. Oh shoot, I was supposed to not do that? Guess this is fine. 2 barbs. Another barb here. And then... Hog Rider. First giant gets zapped. Just slowly trickle down the giants. Barb on the outside. Barb pulls that zap. 2 shots from Sparky, takes the RA. Then she goes for cannon. Ooh, we should not have let Sparky get hit by that. That's my bad. Spike was taking his revenge for all that bullying. Listen, I actually told Spike during the match, and like while he was hitting Balloon Lagoon after his first hit, I was like, listen, just get the 2-star, man. I don't think you should be sending cars towards the middle Inferno, because it might 1-star. And then he does it anyways, and he 1-stars. That was disgusting. But yeah, it is super costly in CC tournaments if you miss the district hall. So sometimes you just gotta cut your losses. Alright, we can just let Sparky slowly get a few more chains. We just want the... Oh, crap. Shoot. Well, Sen, that was disgusting. I got this under control. This is under control, and I don't know what you're talking about. Saying that this isn't, chat. This is definitely under my control. Oh shit. Okay, we can do this, and go in. Corpse, the final is for real brutal. The passing rate is very low. Intermediate group 1 was 10% this year. Okay, so the thing with test passing rates is I've never really believed in them. Maybe it's because I'm from America and our standards are piss low, but whenever they tell me there's like a 1% chance to pass something and 99% of people fail the first attempt, it always ends up being piss easy. Is it different in other countries? Because I swear, my like real estate exam, because I got a real estate license my mom forced me to get, was like supposed to be hard. And when I got to like the testing site, the lady was hyping me up. Well, not hyping me up, but she was doing the opposite. She was like trying to scare me, like, oh, don't worry if you don't pass this first attempt. I have these people that have tried like 20 times already, and they just keep failing and keep on coming back. Passed that shit first try, and it was like piss easy. It's China where there's millions of contestants. I mean, America has like 300 million people, right? And like our standard tests for school are like, God, what kind of kids aren't passing this? It's something else, I tell you, our education system. I think I might be cooked, chat. Chat, I might be cooked. I'm talking shit about other people, but I should just be focusing on how bad I'm playing. I'm the disgusting test taker all along. Ah, shoot. Please? Nothing in the corner is barb here. Does this work? Please? iDragon, get to the peak. Oh my gosh, it's so close. iDragon's on 1 HP, Sparky survived on 1 as well. I think we got him. He's God. He's God. Oh, I'll calculate it for the content. We messed up that first attack. You saw I let the Inferno Tower lock onto my Sparky, but that was like a calculated play to make this second attack close. Not a sweat. Not a sweat. Not even a bead. A molecule of H2O. It's a fact that everyone has to take the same test. Either the average intelligence in America is so low or they gave you an easy test. I think it's the first. I don't know what it is. But school was like a... It was a place that built up my ego, you know? I was always like ahead in school. But as I got older and I found other people who were just as smart as me, it was like a reality check. Like my primary school years were just me getting praised by my teachers and thinking I was so special. But no matter how smart you are, chat, just remember, one day you'll meet another Asian smarter than you. So I got a wake-up call. Am I in the right clan? Oh no, I can just leave from here. Did I get pinged for another clan? I don't think I did. Alright, we head back to Balloon Skies. I did not get pinged. I don't see how so many people are tested through one exam. That's how the Asian countries do it. The competitive Asian countries, they always have like one test that if you do poorly on, there are people who literally take their lives. It's kind of scary. Glad I live in America. Standards are non-existent. No one cares if you fail any test. And we keep winning. Alright, we can go minions bottom side. Probably Sparky Star on this cannon. I don't know where Sparky goes after the cannon, though. That's a bit of an issue. Maybe I'll drop her on the left side to maybe try to get her to get to these cannons. This is going to be a weird attack. I already know it. We'll pull the dragon out. We'll frost on the peak. Maybe even a hog rider. I don't know. This base is so weird. It is so weird. For real, people were glazing me in 10th grade afterwards. Nobody glazed me. Yeah. I think part of it was probably like the teachers in primary school. They're encouraged to say nice things about the kids. So I thought like I was a math genius. And then I got into like competition level math and I was like, ah, hell no. I can't do this crap. That woke me up real quick. Everyone experiences it one day. You'll get a reality check. Alright. Minions here. I want the minions to go after the giants, so before The giant post goes down. I was trying to pull the giants a little closer. Ouch. We have to go quicker, so we have to use our barbs. I'll save like a few seconds. Well, that ram was terrible. Oh, shoot. Oh, Sparky's gonna go for the giant cannon. Oh, that's not what I was hoping for. This is awkward. Okay, this was terrible. This was horrible. I don't want to talk about what I just did. Okay. Everything's going to plan. Going according to Keihaku. Alright, we send Sparky back into the haste spell. We could have just gone Golem on this. Sparky was always going to be difficult because... yeah, she goes middle. But now, I think we're just forced to go Sparky. And YOLO. Bring Hog Rider. 4 Wizards for the core. Rage for the core. Frost for the core, or do we want to go with a Graveyard? I think Graveyard actually makes some sense here. We already have the haste down. Let's bring an Eye Dragon for the Blast Bow. We at least got the Eye Dragon kill on the left. So we have that going for us. But it's not going to be easy. Let's put 1 Graveyard here. Let's use 1 Barb to tank for the Blast Bow. Eye Dragon now. Hog Rider here. Good Hog. Oh, that zap. Put our 2nd Graveyard here to tank for the Blast Bow. No, that log. There's no way. Wizards, wizards, survive. You have so much to live for. Oh my god, those wizards, how much HP are they at? I think they're literally on 1 HP. Like, no joke, 1 HP. Yeah, they just died. We don't have any more Rams. This is ugly. Oh wait, Sparky can reach over the wall. That's awesome. My Sparky's healthy? I think we're looking good, actually. Bomb towers are free. There's usually 1 more zap at the end. I don't know how my Sparky's this healthy when she got hit by a zap at the start, but... that was clean. Second check, send 16 Wizard Valley, sure. Will HPD surpass BS? Maybe. We're having a really bad week this week. We've gotten like 0 defaults. It happens. Matchmaking giveth, matchmaking taketh. Alright. Pull these traps. Another zap. Oh my god! Oh no! I didn't see that. Oh! Shit. Shit. Oh, that's brutal. Ow. Those push-ups were ass, too. Oh, no. It's Balloon Skies, too. Hopefully this means we get a good clan now. Okay. We're not failing again. Okay. How do you ping? Sushi, it's just, if you have a stream account in your clan, you just ping it on stream. Ah, that hurts, that hurts. We were right there. But yeah, this is rough. We've had 9 bad clans. The results should balance the matchmaking somehow, at least fix the number of defaults, which you can get after maybe a specific number of raids. Every 5th raid should be something default like that. Nah, that's too complicated. And yeah, we've had 10 bad clans in a row. This is rough. I think we played decently though. Probably could have had 2 peaks more, and like I missed a GM. But let me check out Sin 16. Yeah, I don't think I played this week bad. It's just rough sometimes. Okay, let's take a look. He wanted me to look at the Sen 16 Wizard Valley. There's a tan wizard. Nah, that's not possible. If it's maxed like that, it's not possible. Anything else? Nope, we just go back to Balloon Skies. Haven't seen any default in BS this week. I think there's been a couple. We had like a max clan with a couple defaults. Other than that, I think we're on like 0 GM one-shots. And that's not going to change here. Alright, at least this is a chill golem. We'll have a chill golem session. Golem and chill. We'll open peak and ping. Sure, yeah, you can open the peak on the Sen 16. I didn't even look at what that was. Oh, maybe Golem's a little bit sus here actually. Let's Frost the Hive. Which statue did you get from the Chief's Chronicle event main? You're saying a lot of words there, buddy, that I don't even know what they mean. Is that a home village event? Because if it is, that would be why. I've not played like anything home village in over 2 years now. I think July of 2024 was the last time I played in Channel 16. Ever since then, I've been a clan capital only. A clan capital only. Alright, we can Hog Rider the Blast Bow. I was trying to use the second Hog Rider towards the Rapid Rocket so I could get the Hog Glider connection, but you saw there was a zap that killed him. What's your average raid medals weekly? I don't even look, because if you don't play home village, there's no point in even caring about that. I think it's like 1900 medals. I don't know what I get on defense, but I know I get maximum offense medals. It isn't hard to maximize your raid medals. I think for raid medals, you need like 1.6 million loot per weekend, which of course that does require a dedicated clan capital clan, but it's not a high bar. You can mostly minor spam that. There's no events in clan capital. Right. They could do a lot with clan capital. It's just that I think they're focused on maximizing shareholder value with home village. I bet you, like, there's the CC guy lurking in the corner at Supercell HQ, and Tencent is just whipping him up every single day, telling him to focus on home village, on new skins, on new pay-to-win equipment. And we can just go hex saloons here because there's no air defenses or splash, so we can just do that. Frost here. And let the golem go. 1k9 is like top 1%, bro. Yeah, it's definitely like top 1%. I'm saying you need a dedicated clan capital clan, but it's not hard to reach that. As long as you have 50 members, well, you don't even need 50 members that know what they're doing. As long as all your members who attack know what they're doing, you can get full raid medals. The problem with clan capital has always been your teammates. Like, you'll have teammates that are so bad that you can't do much about the teammate that brings Golem 7 zap. But if all of your members know what they're doing, you can get max medals. They should add capital gold buying option, direct collab between Chinese friends, and Supercell will help Supercell monetize clan capital. Yeah, the only monetization in clan capital is the Chinese bots. They sell their capital gold at like piss low rates. It's all, of course, against terms of service too. But if Supercell wanted to tap into it, I mean, they have Icarus's number. Alright. Do we want to watch through all the golems? I think we've watched enough of the Rocky fellow. Chinese friends, goats. I don't know what it is, but the Chinese are so good at botting games. Like, all their gacha games, they always find a way to bot them. Any, like, MMO, RPG, or something like that, they find a way to bot farm. We just do this. Finish with Great Red Hawks. And of course, in Clan Capital, Icaros stands alone as the bot king. He and the melon bots run the show. I think we just go in. Let's not wait. Ouch. And yeah, Golem and Wizards clear this easily. I didn't think Miner would finish, so I decided to play it safe. Supercell can make an exception for Zauha and Icarus. I don't know if they would ever want to promote botting, so I don't think it'll ever happen. But if we ever want to get new Clan Capital content, it would have to be in the form of, like, Supercell finds a way to finally monetize Clan Capital and then puts more time into it. I think the base game is still great, but it's just very stale. If anything, Clan Capital feels like Melee. Like Super Smash Bros. Melee. Nintendo eventually stopped supporting the game, but since the competitive balance was good, people still played it. That kind of feels like what Clan Capital is now these days. No one really cares about Raid Weekend, but the tournament scene's still pretty fun. You can get a private CH10 clan and play one raid per week there. 18 attacks, you'll be getting 900 medals easily. Yeah. For raid medals, it's not about how many attacks you do, it's how well you do your attacks. So if you do 6 attacks well, you can get full raid medals with just one account in one clan. The main problem with raid medals has always been the fact that your clanmates will drag you down. If you find like a default in raid 1, you can easily get max medals. Let's start aggressively force quitting more. This is taken too slow. What about builder base? We don't talk about builder base here. Builder base is like your one family member that you know is there, but you wish wasn't there. The one that gets invited to the family events, but your parents secretly hope they never show up. That's builder base. Builder base gets no support, and the game sucks. So it's just non-stop L's for builder base enjoyers. Whenever us Clan Capital members feel bad, we should just look towards our left. In places you didn't think hair would grow. We look at our builder base little brother and then say to ourselves, we don't have it so bad. Alright, let's hit one more. Is there any tournaments for builder base? So I believe there are tournaments for builder base, but they have to ban out like half the troops. I know they always ban P.E.K.K.A. and Baby Dragon, but sometimes I think they also ban carts. And there's only like 10 troops, right? So like they're banning like 30% of the troops just to make it work. And beyond just like game balance issues, for competitive builder base, if you don't get to phase 2, meaning that you don't clear the first map and you mess up badly, that is like so punishing on your stars, right? Because you get like -3 stars. You can basically never come back against someone who gets second phase every time. Whereas if you like 1 star in Clan Capital or Home Village, you can still maybe come back. For builder base, it seems like it's a wrap. Any team that has less second phases just gets cooked. But maybe that's just me as the uninitiated builder base player who hasn't played it in God knows how long and only ever played it to get the 6th builder. I'm probably not the expert. How active is comp builder base compared to comp CC? My understanding is that comp builder base, it exists, but no one actually plays it. It's like completely dead. It's not like CC where the comp scene is very well balanced. It's closer to like Home Village without hard mode if you don't do any bans. Sen 25, GQ, BL. Alright, we're gonna first do Sen 16. AJ is not letting this slide. Listen, I speak the truth. If Clan Capital competitive sucked, I would say that too. They hung Jesus at the cross because he spoke the truth. And I will not be silenced. Do enough to get the stuff on the outside. Hopefully there's no Teslas guarding this blast bow, so we're safe there. Let's go. Even the Chinese don't play builder base? I don't know, actually. Like I said, I don't follow builder base that closely, so I am not the expert on this. I can just explain to you why I would never personally play it. But if you enjoy builder base, by all means, suffer. Suffer alone. Alright, the Barb is going to chip down the Tesla, so my Spark can finish it off. I should have graveyard earlier, I don't know why I didn't. Hog Rider. That will let my Sparky two-shot the Inverter Tower and not get killed by it. Or even one-shot the Inferno. No, two-shot. There's some traps on the outside, not the biggest issue. I just have to be careful about deployment zone. So we'll drop down one barb here. Sparky will chain 3 huts off this rapid rocket. How many clans do I have? I only have 1 clan, but I have... There's some clans that ping me on stream to play an account. So I go to, I don't know, like 7, 8 clans a stream. Alright, multi-cannon survives. Oh shoot, wait a minute. What have they done with their blast bow? Oh shoot. I guess we have to use our troops to get closer into the base, because I didn't realize... it'd be like this. Alright, we just eye-dragging this multi-cannon. It's not bad. We have a Hog Rider, where we can use here, I guess, for a spear thrower, barb tank for the giant cannon. Overall, not perfect, but we were able to adjust. Get a decent first hit. Eye Dragon Inns, of course. And I'm pretty happy with this. Falcon, I will continue CC for the next three months. Whisper, are you leaving again? Alright, this is awkward in that this hut's probably guarded by... to kill this hut so we can send our golem towards the right. I will frost the second air defense. So hopefully the Eye Dragon can do some damage to the peak before dying, and then we'll frost on the dragon, and we just won't kill the dragon, because if you kill all the buildings, you don't have to kill the defensive troops at the end. So we'll end on the dragon, we'll have the frost spell, hold on to it in case I screw up on the Inferno Tower. Barb to finish off that spear thrower. And yeah, when there's not much left on the base, you can just go golem and golem sweeps. We go Hog Rider here on the bomb tower. I can't really drop my Eye Dragon here, so we'll just hold on to it and say that it was for the dragon this entire time. And golem just wraps around from here. There's usually a zap trap actually. Looks like there isn't here. We can even swag the Eye Dragon. There's no point in even dropping it. GG. Because software engineering is becoming hard to survive due to AI, that's why I will skill up even more starting from November. That's good. I know that there's a lot of layoffs in the AI industry and software industry. People always thought that AI would be the safest bet because you would be the one taking everyone else's jobs, but now the AI took its own jobs faster than anyone else's. So, you know, if that's your industry right now and you have a job in coding and stuff like that, that's probably a good idea to get some other skills in case things go wrong. All right, they got some defaults. Good luck on that. I got ping for 125, so let's go over there. This is not doable. This is default. We can hit some defaults. Oh, this is not default. This space, you start right side, I think. Yeah, you start right side, eye dragon over for the blast bow. Barrel bottom blast bow. It's not going to be easy, but it might be possible. Sam, watching romance makes me miserable now. What kind of romances have you watched? And why does it make you miserable? Is it because you wished that were you, or is it because it puts your life into perspective? Like, I'm now this age and I still haven't found a partner. Because I'll say this. The grass is always greener on the other side. Many a people wish they were not in a relationship that are. All right. We got some Larrys to help tank for the blast bow, although it's a little bit awkward. Good timing on that barb. Next barb is in. We had to use so many troops at the start. That's the one problem with this entry. Can that barb kill the blast bow? No, it can't. Not in time. Well, we have 5 rams, 4 barbs. We have to use a ram barrel for the blast bow. And maybe this can sync up with the Sparky as she goes bottom side. There's a zap in front of these bottom 4 buildings. Oh, I sense the 750. I sense the 750. This is too hard. Yeah, Golden Quarry is a rough one. There's just not a great default pathing. If I went from the standard entry, I don't think it would have been much better. We'll do push-ups afterwards. Wait, is this push-ups? I don't even think it is. Yeah, I don't think this is push-ups. Grass is always greener on the other side is not the complete quote. I'm not trying to quote anyone. I'm just saying that it might feel bad watching romance animes, how it's all fluffy and stuff or whatever. But everyone I know in a relationship always complains. They always complain. Don't take default. Didn't I get pinged for default? Oops, my bad. I'll take 1 default and then I'll take a peek after with my last 2 hits. Okay. So apparently there's max Teslas on this base, which is not very friendly. We're not going to have a bar for the top spear for now, but we can hold on for a little second. Ram here. The zap traps are level 1, but the Tesla is maxed. Sure. All right. Sparky pulls the bomb. Delay the Hog Rider. There's probably a Zap, actually. Let's just pull the Zap. And then Hog here. Does Barb get it? Okay, so the Spear Thrower was low level, so the Barb still got it. Okay, why are all their Teslas maxed? That's not okay. Hold on. We have to Barb this, because I don't think the Larrys get to the wall in time. Why do they have some level 1 Teslas and some level 5 Teslas? These guys have the weirdest leveling scheme. Are you on any dating apps? I've never tried dating apps. I've never tried out any of them. So the answer is no. Although I think that's probably good for most other guys, because I could put number 1 in clan capital, and that would be unfair to other guys. That would be like, that's like cheating in the world of dating. Everyone knows that women are attracted to number 1 clan capital gamers. Alright, do this. I'm a man of honor. I'll leave the dating app to you gentlemen. Give you guys a fighting chance. Dating apps were just used for hookups most of the time. I think it depends how you approach it. Like, if you're putting thirsty images as your profile picture, then you're going to attract a lot of people looking for hookups. But I think if you have like a normal dating profile, you can make it work for serious dating. Although a lot of people that write like looking for a lifelong partner on their Tinder profiles, they're not looking for that. They're looking for a meal that night and a one-night stand. Okay, let's go. This. Life is so unexpected. 5 or 6 years ago, after work during lunch, I was sitting in an office room talking to my ex. My current wife was also sitting right there in the same room, but back then, neither of us had any idea we'd end up getting married 5 to 6 years later. Yeah, I think the best way to meet people is usually in person. Proximity has always been the biggest determining factor of who gets with who. Although with the internet, with Tinder, dating, and those kinds of apps, there are people that try long distance. Though, if you're going to go long distance, you do got to be careful because you might get cheated on. Alright, let's get through this clan at Balloon Skies. How many accounts? We've gone through quite a few clans, actually. Sir Spike is not with us anymore. He's on break. So I decided to do a lot more raiding off stream yesterday, as well as because I have tournaments going on these couple of weeks. I wanted to do the tournaments as soon as, or get the raiding done as soon as possible so that doesn't interfere. My god, miner bombs are so broken. Who designed this troop? Without Spike bad matchmaking? I refuse to believe it. I'll believe it when I see it. We're currently just undergoing organizational restructuring. Nothing to do with Spike matchmaking. Alright, we can drop our second heal spell over here. Zap on the giant cannon. Mistime the zap. One miner kills the giant cannon in the middle. Who designed this troop, man? God's plan hits different. Hey, you never know. Maybe in another 5 years' time, you'll realize that your ex and this current wife who became your ex and your new wife was also in that same room. Whisper to me, was there any other girls in that room? Or does the chain end here? Sen is a generational hater when it comes to hating Spike. Listen, Spike wronged me today. You might think I've treated him unfairly in the past, but you saw what he did in my match today. He almost cost Balloon Moon, the #1 clan ever constructed by man, to crash out of the tournament early. Once you see that, you realize that all the Sen hate was justified. Every minute of it, every breath that I spoke was just the truth, and you guys just weren't willing to accept it. It's okay. It's not wrong to be late. One day you guys will come over to my side. What happened today? Oh, we had our Jujubee match. We were looking so good, and then Spike went in on Balloon Lagoon. 1-starred. I told him not to 1-star too, after his first hit. He did it anyways. But the Spike 1-star, it couldn't overcome the destiny of Balloon Moon to be #1. And Sushi to always lose. It's just how it is. I don't make the rules. Alright, so we just use Hog Riders along the edges. Golem goes up the core, Frost spell on the middle blast bow. Hog Riders also pull a bunch of zaps. We'll stun this cannon. Golem's like full HP going into the next section, where there's going to be a lot of damage, but this should be enough. No, that ex got married just 1 month after our breakup, and I currently have a very healthy relationship. I don't have any negative feelings. Did you notice that there was problems at the very start when you got married? Or do you feel like this time it's different? I also don't know what divorce is like in India. Isn't it in like most Asian countries, divorce is like really frowned upon? I know that's kind of the case in China. I would imagine India is the same. In the US, people divorce like it's nothing. People run through husbands and wives like clothes in their closet. I swear to God. Oh, Golem actually just straight up time fails. Okay. He lives till the very end. And we'll finish off with another Golem. Over 8-9 months. No Mbangla dash Harley divorce. I see. I know it's possible to divorce in most cases, but like usually your parents are going to be mad at you when you do. In America, it's more normalized. I think like 50% of first marriages end in divorce, and like if you get married a second time in the US, it's like 70% or something crazy. Freedom. That's what freedom tastes like. Zap there, Frost here. Miss the Frost because we're good at the game. Hog Rider over the cliff. Another hog because the first one, the glider got zapped. And I don't think that wins versus a spear. Then we're good to go. 50, that's just gambling at this point. I think that's what the stats are. I haven't seen the latest stats. It might be even higher than that. In the US, it's very common to divorce, and usually our divorces are super ugly. We have a whole industry for divorce lawyers who end up making a killing off of husbands and wives doing crazy shit before they get divorced. And I swear half the time it involves like a custody battle, so like they had kids too and stuff. In India, currently boys are even scared of making girlfriends. That can't be the case. India's population's at like 1.4 billion, growing faster than anywhere else. That is not possible. I don't understand. Women wants to be independent and not depend on men. Why they end up taking child support then? You know, that's a good question, Crops. That's a good question. It's more a question of, listen, if you can take the child support anyways, why wouldn't you? It's right there. It's sitting right there in front of you, and you're not gonna just take the free money from the person you now hate. Whether or not they say they want to be independent doesn't change the fact that they can just hit that piggy bank for free loot. Fuck, you mean scared of making a girlfriend? Are Indian women scary? Real life harpies, something like that? I think it's probably like a translation error. He might mean like most guys are just not interested in dating. They're too busy on the grind for clan capital or whatever else they have going on. Because especially in developed countries where there's a lot more like things to do in your life, less people are interested in dating. Like if you go into a country like, I know Africa isn't a country, but like some African countries, they don't really have much to do besides, you know, starting a family and having a lot of kids. That was the same way with like China in the 1960s, 1950s, before the one-child policy. Everyone was like a poor farmer, so like what else were you gonna do besides popping kids? Crazy way of putting it. And getting into relationships off of work. But in the developed nations, you have clan capital. You have not builder base. You don't have to, you know, get married to live a fun life. So that would probably be why. They take alimony. Listen, if the church are, not the church, if the courts are going to offer you alimony too, are you not going to take it? You guys make it sound like if you were given the option as a quote unquote strong independent woman, if you were offered free money, you wouldn't take it. There's a difference between being strong and independent and rejecting the money that's right in front of your face. You know, for some people, the second part is harder to do. It's a meme going on after a recent case where Indian wife killed their husband in pieces and put them in a blue drum and throw it somewhere. Jesus. Wait, so did she like hate her husband that much that she went full Jack the Ripper on him? I will never understand why some murders like go so far and beyond the pale just to like completely destroy their partner when they kill them. Alright, Eye Dragon for the first enemy super. Golem in. Probably better to invest in a wood chipper, less evidence. Wait, how did they even catch her in the end? Okay. We might have not brought enough dragons to this fight. Ah. No. No. My Eye Dragon. Lock in. Bro, this is like the worst interaction in Clan Capital. Oh my god, are you serious? Nah. Nah. Alright. Golem's dead anyways. It's fine. Relationships are those healthy when you either work in the same field or have a shared history, like being childhood friends or former partners before getting together. Yeah, that's why the online dating world is not great, in my opinion. And I have never gotten Tinder, because I feel like if I get a Tinder... First of all, it would probably be bad for my self-esteem, like it is for most men. And second off, I don't think I would actually end up meeting my wife on an app like that. So I avoid it, not really because I think I'm above it, just because I don't think it's a very good use of my time. Although if you are at the age where you really do want to get married and settle down or something like that, it's not like terrible if you don't go out very often. Okay, my miners are like all almost dead. I'm just gonna heal them up early. Nah. We got diamond hands here. Okay. Barb tanks the blast bow. I brought the frost because of this last dragon. It's next to a district hall. So you either have to frost it or you have to tank it. Because it can solo your miners, basically. Little awkward on that heal. But that's fine. I just joined the stream and bro's talking about marriage. We can talk about anything on this stream. We even talk about things that might get me killed, like the Epstein files. Grinder is what you need. I don't think that's much better. Alright, let's go to the next account. Wait, is Grindr only for like gay relationships, or is it for any, but it's marketed mainly towards gay? There's also apps like Bumble that are known for having women approach first. Stuff like that. But I don't think it's the problem of whatever site you're on, that you're not getting any hits or it's not working out. I think online dating in general just is not optimal for anything besides short-term hookups. You spend your weekends playing CC. How are you supposed to find a wife? Lamau. Yo, Dwag. I don't want to hear it. We don't speak the truth here. If there's something that's uncomfortable to hear, no matter how true it is, I don't want to hear it, okay? Chill out. Chill out, my brother. We don't do that around here. Facts might not care about your feelings, but what you're allowed to say on stream definitely does. Alright, we can drop a barb here for trash and time, and we should be good. Background connections, no action was taken against her. The Indian government behaved so foolishly. A businessman's son was pushed off a cliff by a girl who had another ex-boyfriend, but because the girl has political background connections, no action was taken. Listen, that happens everywhere in the world. Crime and the law only applies if you're both dumb enough to commit it and dumb enough to commit it when you can't get away with it. That lady, she might have done the crime poorly by throwing him off the cliff, but she was smart in that she was born to the right family. So you might hate the player, but hate the game. I meant as a joke, chill number 1 CC player wouldn't die alone. You're right. Oh, so the joke is that because I'm the number 1 CC player, it's obvious that I get showered with female attention. So the joke is that you're saying the contrary of that, which I see now. I see. Not funny. Not funny. Not funny. Shut your mouth. Don't you dare. Alright, we can do Golem here. Double barrel over the top. But yeah, if you do want to find yourself a wife, you probably want to make more effort than I do. Where I basically live my life like it's around my job, you know? I go to work, and then once I clock out, I go to bed. And then when I'm not working, I play Clan Capital. And Clan Capital is a space with 99% males. Which would be very good if I were gay, but unfortunately the ratio doesn't favor me. So if you do actually seriously want to, you know, find someone, you should probably put yourself out there more. And don't be afraid of those crazy chicks that apparently are taking over in India. When you have a population of 1.4 billion, there's always going to be some crazies, right? I don't think guys are actually scared to date, unless I'm mistaken. And that one story sends shivers down the public spine. Do you go to college then? I feel like college/uni is such a good place to find wifey. So many academic weapons and shit. So I graduated college 2 years ago now. Yeah, around 2 years ago. 2.5 years ago. I was a math major. And as you might imagine, for math, those classes are 98% dudes. If you're a woman and you just want to have your self-esteem boosted, you should just be a math major and You'll get showered by affection from creepy, socially awkward nerds. There is no competition in those spaces. I also never really partied during uni. Like, I was mainly making Clan Capital videos during my college. I wasted my college years inside. Although I did get a degree, I did end up getting a job, which is better than most people. So, you know, we take those. We take those. All right, we just golem this entire clan. Sign 18, sure. Sure thing. I might need to find a new Balloon Skies raider now that Spike is out of commission for the next couple months. So we can just get through some of these crap clans. Although I think this time is just bad for some of the raiders in my clan because they're in India. So it's like 1 a.m. on the Saturday stream. Hopefully Dom Falcon will be here tomorrow. Spike having operation? I don't know what's up with him. He requested a leave of absence, so I've given him some paid time off. But because I pay him $0, he's getting paid $0 during his time off as well, so... Not a bad business deal for me. Not bad by any means. It also means he can't hurt us like he usually does. Can't hurt us by missing his attacks. Can't hurt us by making me want to bleach my eyes when I watch them. Hog Rider, stun the Tesla. Oh gosh, that was a horrible hog. That was another horrible hog. Oh gosh, Sen. Doesn't matter. We probably didn't even need to use any of them. L Spike hate. Listen, just because he's temporarily retired doesn't mean we temporarily retire our hatred of him. There's some things that never leave in life. Some constants that remain ever non-changing. No matter how much you want to run away from it. No matter how much Spike wants to avoid his bully. No matter how many schools he changes. No matter how many times the principal gets involved. He can't run away. He can't get away from the slander, from the lies, from the humiliation. Some things are just... It's like gravity. It's just there. You can't do anything about it. And it makes the world spin. Okay. We can finish off with miners. Heal here. And heal here. And we're not watching this through. Let's just do that. And go in on peak. Rough clans, huh? Let me think. This is gonna be Sparky bottom side? or split archers. Yeah, I think it's gonna be Sparky bottom side with. You might have to barrel the dragon, to be honest. Hope for the best. Hope for the best. How long has Spike been braiding in BS for? I think since the start of the year. There was also Kick, who's taken a couple months off too. So I guess in a couple months we'll have a lot of players come back. A lot of people just come and go in Balloon Skies. They'll take a break here and there. Like Rezi came back from his months-long break. I am like the only constant around here. And I kind of have to be because I do most of the accounts. My dog is mad at me. Had to give her a bath because she keeps rolling dead animals so she can catch the rabbits. Oh my god. That's crazy. Yeah, my dog hates showers too. I don't know what it is. But water is a no-no for him. Every time he gets behind the shower doors, he starts having like a panic attack. I don't know what it is. It ain't that deep. He's dirty. You need a shower. So stop complaining. All right. I normally never use barrels for dragon kills, but like this time I had no choice. Man, I have so many rams. You know, it probably would be nice to have like another giant here. Yeah, this was rough. One more shot. Yay, one more shot. We also get the cart post with that last shot, so the cart gets pulled out. It's gonna be a golem finish. We'll frost here, then frost here, and hope that golem has enough. Balloon Skies 6, let's go. She keeps pushing to get out of the shower. I just had a workout. Do you take a shower with your dog? I think that's what my mom does when she gives my dog a shower. And yeah, he kind of like bangs at the glass door because I don't think he knows that it's glass and he can't just run through it. So whenever my dog's in the bath or shower, he tries to get out and just keeps hitting his nose on the thing. I don't know if I should be worried, but it's kind of funny. All right, let's try this. Oh, there's a stupid hut down here, huh? Let's barb to start. I think the barb goes towards the cannon cart. Yeah. Because the cart does 1,000 damage per shot, I think it's worth just tanking with a ram like that. Make sure it doesn't get any damage. Do we want to freeze the left Inferno Tower or the right one? I think left one's more important because there's giants covering it. Hog Rider there. Ugh, a lot of traps. Oh, wait. What am I doing? Uh, I did not freeze the peak. Is that a problem? Also, my eye dragon, why? Bro, my eye dragon, I hate you. I hate you, man. I hate you. Ah. Eye dragon, why? Why does my eye dragon hate me? He wants me to suffer. Yeah, this is not happening. Yeah, and a zap. Tough luck. And another zap. Darn. Hopefully we can get better matchmaking though. We have like 103k matchmaking right now at Balloon Skies. 10 clans in, we've gotten no defaults. Really hard peaks. Just brutal all around. I think if you can time the zap, the Crusher never hits a miner. Yeah. Same thing happens with your cat. I think it has to do with their fur. I can imagine why getting wet with like thick fur is really annoying and feels gross. 1.73 projection though. 1.73 is horrible, Resi. 1.8 is bad. Anything less than that is giga bad. Anything less than 1.8 these days for Balloon Skies is you lose a lot of trophies. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bad max clans and 10 raids. What do we got here? Oh my gosh, this might be the week Balloon Skies falls. This might be the week. Let's see this Golem Quarry. Is it possible? Sparky start here. These buildings are going to pull Sparky into the middle here. Do we want that? Might be okay. We can barrel left. Bring Hog Rider. Eye Dragon won't do you any good on a base like this. But yeah, this clan looks really, really bad. Really bad. Let's try this. We can do Graveyard here. Graveyard on this Rocket Artillery. Barb here. Haste. Because that Spear Thrower is there, Sparky goes to the right. So I didn't bring an Eye Dragon. Ship the Tesla down. That was a really good ram. My chains are decent though. And we have a fast Sparky. Barb chip down this air bombs. Sparky's actually kind of taking the default path now. Barrel here. Bar for that cannon. Barrel successful. We have a lot of rams. We have a hog rider. But our Sparky's very low. It's gonna be hard. Larry's cleared the bottom trash building. 5 rams left. I don't feel so good. Bar pulls a zap. Ram there, ram here. Oh, what killed my Larrys? Ouch. Ah, if I had my Larrys live, I don't know what killed them. Did the Blaspo Splash kill my Larrys? That's crazy if it did. Alright, we got push-ups to do. I'll do them in a second. Let's see what other bases we have a chance against. I had so many Larrys coming through, but they all died somehow. It was either Mortar Splash or Blaspo Splash. Alright, this is default. Builder's Workshop is screwed. This is screwed. That's screwed too. Well, let's at least hit Skeleton Park. Hopefully we don't mess this up. I messed this one up at Pink Frogs just the other day. Let's try to not mess it up here though. Let's do it like this. One full default and we're back again. Jump here. Ram here. Blessing us with S like that. I hate this. I hate this game. Wait. Do you have to jump more to the right? This is not going well at all. Oh no, I'm tilted. I'm tilted. Alright, Spike, what did I do wrong? Are you supposed to jump? I guess I used to jump more to the right, but then after I practiced Max Skeleton Park, it didn't matter, so I didn't feel like it was a problem. Oh no, alright. Does someone else want to learn Max or Skeleton Park, have Balloon Skies? Cause this ain't working. This ain't working for me. Wrong barrel placement. Well, no, the barrel placement was after it was already screwed. What happened here? I feel like Sparky never takes the jump like that. Okay, yeah, we'll just jump more to the right next time. Your string got cut? No, this is default. This is absolutely default. I don't know. Well, this ain't going great. We even have push-ups due after this, so let's get through this claim, then we can do push-ups. And Resi, can you help me spam some of these? It's just all Golem, I think. You just Golem every single one of these stupid bases. Man, I think this one's even close to being one-shottable, but that's too cope. How you ask for help on what you did wrong, and then when told you say no. Well, I know some things aren't right. Like, I know it's not because the minion hive was moved. It's not the jump placement. As far as I know, you got unlucky. Nah, I think you can completely avoid that by dropping your jump towards the right. That's what I used to do. I don't know why I stopped doing that. You're not home? Alright, let's get through this clan and then we'll probably call it. Unless there's great defaults and non-defaults in the following clans. Like, this is just rough. We're gonna be at like 1.7 projection. Let's get through this clan in like 10 minutes. My stream is lagging somewhat. I can't see it on my end. Looks somewhat okay. Although I can't tell. God works because he keeps hating on Spike. Listen, I bailed him out today. I've done good things for someone who didn't deserve it. I don't want to hear how Sen's mean, Sen always bullies Spike, Sen's getting his comeuppance. This was the one day I treated Spike well. And this is how I'm repaid. You know, if anything, this is like when those nice guys go on a rampage. Ask about this bail for the next year. That's right. I'm the kind of person who never gets into other people's debts. And you never want to be in my debt. Alright. I think this is the only base where we can't really spam because it's a compact barb camp. Compact barb camps are still Sparky bases. Also, where do all my rams go? Why do I have not many? Rage here. Alright, now we're good. Happened last week. Was great, but this week isn't. I think a lot of people get super conspiracy brained when they have like one super insane week of matchmaking and then the week after it is garbage. Like they think something's wrong with the system and Supercell changed something, but almost always it's just bad luck. When you play Raid Weekend for long enough, you're gonna have good and bad stretches of time. Like Balloon Skies had a really good past month where it got way overcapped every single week, but now all of its bad luck is centralized in 1 week, which is actually really bad. So would you take... So you can repay your kindness? That's... I don't think that would be... You know, like forcing something onto someone that they don't want is not considered payment in most places, Crops. That sounds like the opposite of payment. So I think I'm good. The capital gods have struck down a furious anger. Yeah, I think being nice to Spike didn't work out. Next week, Spike, when we play against... Who are we playing against, actually? Aren't we playing against... PL's team again, right? Yeah, PL's team. Yeah, next match, I'm getting 1 star, 1 star, and 1 star. And that should help fix the matchmaking at Balloon Skies. I'll give you the infinity experience. Alpal, Luca, PL, and Bone again. Okay. You know, on paper, Root Sturdom's the... Already know. You all already know. You already know. Is it just me or the stream always shows loading spinner every few minutes? That might not be you. My computer is pretty hot right now. Maybe I should like put like an ice pack on my computer. It keeps going in and out. I think it's YouTube. Yeah, like even though you guys are seeing lag spikes, I'm not seeing any on my end. Normally when I have lag spikes, like I can see them. I can like see them on my computer. I don't see them. Yeah, Balloon Lagoon is almost a one-shot when it's this spread out and low level, but unfortunately, this is another 750. This is another 750? No way. Alright, we're gonna do 20 push-ups. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't think that there's any issues right now. But let's go grab our bonus attack on GM. Oh. Well, let's do our push-ups then. Because you can't just minor this. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Let's go do our push-ups. Get in our exercise for the day. Ah. Oh wait, no, I'm supposed to do 20. Minor double heal, not a good idea here. When it's a little bit higher level, this is not a good idea to spam. What is the play here? I think it's just Sparky Rage. But yeah, this clan was rough. We could have had Skeleton Park, but we griefed that. I'll just go with this. Barb on the mortar. Rage. Ram. Shine in that. And yeah, it's a very easy attack, but it'd be a lot easier if you could just minor spam this. Send do a hair reveal. At 1 million subscribers. Barb here. And I think we're good. Sen, have you wonder, as Wolverine and Deadpool got healing abilities, does that mean they cannot be... I don't think that's how that works. Didn't they get their abilities later on in life? And also, are skin cells even food? Like, I don't think there's any carbs inside that skin. So I think your biological knowledge is faulty there. Alright. I'm not sure that's a good use of your superpowers. I feel like if you have superpowers, you should be using them to save the world or, like, you know, stop people from getting robbed on the street. Not trying to figure out how you can use your regrowing crotch to supply infinite food for yourself. I just feel like there's better uses of your power. And also, by that same logic, it doesn't have to be your crotch. It could also be like your arm, you know? You just cut off your arm and eat it. Just go full cannibal at that point. Alright, get this guy out of here. Crops the mod hasn't been working. He doesn't do his job. Wait, bro, I hit him and then for some reason he came back. Whoa, 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 whoa. What happened to the new mods? I didn't mod them yet. But yeah, we can make Falcons a mod. I was busy with my match this morning, so I didn't get around to it. But let's finish this clan and then we'll see if there's anything even worth hitting after this. Given how this raid weekend has gone so far, my guess is no. But we'll see. I am open to be wrong, and I hope I am wrong. Let's finish with iDragon's Rocket Loons. But yeah, this stream and other Clash of Clans streams are not the place to go to try to advertise your clanner bases. Alright, we do this. And we're good to go. Sen loves base visiting. I love visiting my opponent's bases in Clan Capital, that is true. I love going into their bases and taking them out. But I don't love visiting home village bases to review them. Because God knows what they've been releasing in home village for the past 2 years. Whenever I try to look at a Town Hall 18 base, my eyes actually start hurting. I don't know what it is with like the black design. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me backtrack. I'm not Town Halls every year or so. Town Halls every year or so. It was like every December. But it might be like late November then. I just know that whenever it's coming out, I won't care. I won't know, I won't care. What was that lag? Was there lag? YouTube is so ass. Should I stream on Twitch? I don't know. Maybe YouTube isn't the play. I will say, YouTube is better for like the video on demand, the VOD. But I think Twitch has the better interface and the much better emotes and culture. People who stream on YouTube usually do it because they already have like a YouTube audience, which applies to me. But anyone who wants to like get into live streaming as a new person in the sphere usually just goes to Twitch. Sen, which Mossad agent did I meet? I could tell you, but I would have to kill you afterwards. Just saw a feature where you can see past stream messages of a user. I didn't know you could do that. I know you can do it on Twitch. Like, I see some videos with like unban requests of Twitch where they can pull up years past, like all your messages. I don't know how to do that on YouTube though. So basically we were seeing the #1 raid capital player play live just like this. Damn. That's right, Rayan. That's right. That is right. Although Although it might not be the case after this week. This week's been going pretty bad. I think building audience in YouTube is better than streaming on Twitch. The only reason I stream on YouTube mainly is because I'm lazy. And I don't even want to figure it out how it works on Twitch. But YouTube's a lot stricter on like DMCA stuff and the rules, whereas Twitch is more lax. And then there's like Kick that is super lax, which I'm never going to stream on Kick. I have self-respect. Why the hell do you have 6 timeouts? Do you actually have 6 timeouts, Crops? I don't know. I know you got 1 timeout from battles. I don't know when else you would have been. Did Spike get timed out once? I don't think so. Most people on this stream have not been timed out ever. Because the only people that get timed out are like the bots, the spammers, and just people who are super annoying. If you're a normal functioning person who just comes here to hate watch, we don't usually enforce the law against you. Watch Spike if you want to see the real #1 CC player. You know what? You're right. I think... 1 second. I think we should watch Spike together. I pull it up. Where is it? Literate Doc Player 6. Let me see. Let me see if it's still here. So this is Spike, the #1 Clan Capital player. Let's take a look. So this is a competitive Clan Capital tournament match. You have 2 attacks, and you're looking to get as many stars and percentage points as possible. This is Balloon Lagoon. This is considered one of the easier bases of 3-star, and usually you want like a high 90%, 80% if you don't. So Spike goes in with his carts. 3 carts bottom side. Graveyards to tank the Inferno Tower. Jump Still to get over the walls. People do this with their walls to like funnel their carts around important defenses. Another 2 carts on the left side, Hog Riders to help support and tank and get the graveyards going. So everything's looking decent, but then we realize all of his troops die. His cart's about to be naked over here, and he's gotten 0 big defenses. So I am currently in voice chat with Spike and the team, and I'm there telling Spike, listen, you got no big defenses on your first hit. Your first hit was garbage. You want to go in to get that district hall. So then he goes Frost on this rocket artillery. Everything's looking good, all right. He hit his Frost. He got the river frosted up, so that will also make his pathing towards the district hall easier. He goes a slow cart towards the left Inferno Tower so that I can get hit by the rocket artillery. Then he goes another slow cart in the other rocket artillery without dropping another cart towards like the left angle so that that cart can get eaten alive by the rocket artillery. Yup, it gets a 3rd shot, and he makes sure that he drops his 3rd cart into the rocket artillery shell, and then with his last cart, he decides, you know what, I don't want that district hall. I'm just going to send it for the Inferno Tower. His first cart dies because he doesn't take the cannon properly. His left side is about to die off because all of the rocket artilleries are going to kill the Larrys. There's a bomb tower that dies. 1 more shot from the rocket artillery kills all his Larrys. His carts are like on life support. But the Frost is there. He's still looking good. All right. Okay, that rocket artillery is doing naughty things to him. The final form gets in range of the rocket artillery, so he's able to take it out quickly. And then his cart takes out the spear thrower, but the cannon cart covers the district hall. And unfortunately, your goat Spike... Yeah. Awkward. Awkward. You have competitions for Clan Capital? Yeah. The competitive scene's actually pretty good if you're interested. As long as you don't do what Spike did, you'll do well. You'll do well. We still won despite of Spike. Despite his desire to lose. My desire to win was even stronger. Alright, let's take a look at this. With sheer willpower and force, I was able to overcome the Spike adversity. Narrating the attack with pure hate. I never want to hear anything about how Spike carries Balloon Skies ever again, not in this stream. We can pull that attack up anytime the conversation comes up, which I hope it never does again. 1BL doesn't define your worth. Chat, you are defined by your worst moments. It's an uncomfortable fact of life. If you commit a crime and you have one blemish on your employment record, no one's gonna want to hire you. If you go into a Clan Capital tournament and 1-star Balloon Lagoon and then almost make your goated team Balloon Moon lose, that's how you're gonna go down in history. That's just how it is. I don't make the rules, I just enforce them. And unfortunately, Spike, you're on the wrong side of history. It's just how it is. It's just how it is. You might think it's unfair. You might think it's cruel. But the sooner you accept it as the way of life, the happier you'll be. All right. We got the giant rage chain. Awesome. We can't really tank the rocket artillery very easily. So we're just going to let it go. Rage here now. Zap. And like that, we're able to tank one more shot with the zap reset into the barb. I don't think we get one more shot. Oh, wait, the peak missed, so we do get one more shot. Do we get the Inferno Tower? Yes, we do. Oh, that was huge. This is smoked. Oh, the Rage Sparky. The Rage Sparky sometimes. Clan Capital is more competitive, fun on the competitive side. Yeah, I think a lot of people agree with that now. A lot of people have quit the raid weekend and just play competitive. I'm one of the few people still around in the raid weekend. Still lurking. The only people that play Raid Weekend these days are people who just play it for the medals. So we frost the peak. We have a Hog Rider, Eye Dragon as well. This one's a wrap. We can do whatever we want, basically. And we're good to go. Also buy ELO Premium. I've heard a lot about ELO Premium. Is that just a meme or is it actually coming? Can you actually pay to get an advantage in ELO? Alright, we'll let the Eye Dragon tank a Peak Shell. Ooh, does the cart get killed? Ooh, nice. That was a very nice timing on my Sparky shot. Absolutely cooked him. But yeah, we got like a Tesla, we got the cart, we got a spear thrower or two, and an air defense, and then we got the Inferno Tower. Sparky's such a disgustingly unbalanced unit, Jesus Christ, and she's still in the rage. Goodbye Wizard Tower, goodbye air bombs. Yeah, this is smashed. This is not safe for work. Ram here for the air defense. We can barb for cleanup. And Sparky just kills everything without tanking from here, but we'll use Rams because it's better for bonus gold. And Barb's on the outside. Sen 18 peak, don't forget. Oh, right. We'll do Sen 18 peak. We'll take a look what our next clan is. Hopefully something decent. Because the rest of our clans have not been good. They've been very bad, actually. Don't want to say it, but that BC hit was alright from Sen. Listen, that BC hit was generational. A beauty. A Sparky into Golem masterclass. The DC first hit I had was really good too, but I almost sold it the second hit. My peak hit was good, but I just needed 2-star, so I just played for the 2-star. We already added automatic hosting. Subscribe to ELO Premium to unlock that and a lot more. Yo, the automatic hosting part's actually pretty cool. Is everyone gonna be a host now? Huh? Yes! 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 We got a default finally. Full default. Well, not the peak, but we can work with this. We can work with this. We'll be back for this after stream. Let's hit Sen 18. I'm in a good mood now. Are you the same Spike he was roasting? So are you friends? I really thought he was a slimy another top player. I wasn't roasting him. I was giving him I was reviewing his attack honestly, openly, and with love and passion. That wasn't roasting. That was just that was tough love. Without that, Spike wouldn't be able to improve. So he appreciates it. Alright, we can do Sparky right side. This is a hard base, though. He understands that greatness only happens when you reach your lowest point. And so I'm just showing where Spike turns his life around. He used to be a lowlife, one-starring Balloon Lagoon, letting his team down. This is where he turns it all around. Next match, I'm going to hit my Frost, unlike this and versus the DC. And Spike's gonna be there, alright? He's not gonna be invisible again, not a second time. Surely not. Alright. Alright. Okay, that dragon is not easy to kill, huh? Oh. Sparky, what are you doing? Look, she goes down. Yeah, this one's not happening. Maybe if I zap reset of the Inferno Tower, I get the Bomb Tower too. I think that was just too hard, though. Yeah, the dragon made this really rough, and the Tesla was annoying. Let me take another look. I might just call it here and just hold on to my last 3 hits. Yeah, when you see a peak like this, where there's like a wall moat with everything stays 2 tiles away, you know it's cooked. So yeah, I think we'll just end it off here. We'll be back tomorrow for the stream. I think for tomorrow's stream, it'll be normal time. The only reason I was late for this stream was because I had my match going on. But tomorrow, I have my match after the stream, so that'll be good for the Sunday stream. And I will look into getting new song tracks, promoting Falcon to mod ship, and be back with some more Raid Weekend. Because he loves you, yeah. Because I love Spike so much, I make sure that whenever he has an embarrassing fail, I do a nice, thorough commentary over it, so he knows that I'm always watching over him, looking out to make him a better person. One day we grow up and we learn that our parents loved us the whole time. You know, Spike, he's a little rebellious. He's not as open to my feedback. He always says I'm hating on him or bullying him, but really it's because I love him. And I think that's the most important thing. Have people in your life who love you and love back. Get back to work, slave Spike. Do an emote dance? Nah. Spike is overqualified for the team. Well, actually, before we leave, I want to make sure that the YouTube thumbnail has a good chance of seeing the 1 star. So we'll actually, because I don't do my thumbnails, I just let the YouTube auto player choose a random thumbnail from the stream. So it oftentimes chooses a random spot towards the end of the stream. So if we just replay this, get to the end of the attack. We can just leave it on the screen for like 20 seconds, and I think there's a good chance that the YouTube gods will handle the rest. Yeah, we'll just leave this here. We'll just leave this here. Oh, it doesn't say Spike. Damn it. Damn it. Isn't Spike a minor and out of nowhere Sen loves him? I don't think so. There's not that many young people in the Clan Capital community. I feel like our community is mainly like 18 plus. Not like super old, but still more mature than the average Clash of Clans player. The only people that I know are like Infinity, right? Who are still underage. We have seen this before. Well, it doesn't matter how many times you see it. It's like when you meet the love of your life, it doesn't matter how many times you wake up with them sleeping beside you. Their face is still something that brings joy to your life. That's what watching this replay is to me. No matter how many times I see it, I never get sick of it. It's never, it never gets old. So we're just going to leave this on the screen for, a couple more seconds so the YouTube algorithm knows which one to take from my stream, and then we'll be good. Is that drinking water or Bonnie Blue bathwater? Listen. Do you think I'm rich enough to afford e-girl bathwater to drink? I have more self-respect and better taste than that. Spike calls Sen a slur, we won't blame you. Alright, let's end it off here. I always get the last laugh. Thanks for coming out. We'll be back tomorrow with the same stream time as usual. Thanks for coming out, like I said, and take care.